Hello, and today we are going to be learning about conducting market research, and this is going to be really helpful for when we do an assignment. By the end of today, we will be able to design an SQA standard questionnaire with a valid question for my target group. So we're going to be working through this. I will be giving you a target group to be looking at, and it's your job to create the questionnaire to make sure that it's linked to everything that we should make sure it's linked to. So, how do we conduct a valid questionnaire? This is our aim of what we would like to be doing when doing this. So, the aim of a questionnaire is to find out the likes and dislikes of people who go to a music festival so you can make an organic product they will want to buy. So, in our questionnaire, we need to be looking at who's our target market, who are we going to be asking these questions to, and also organic products. We need to know what they would like to see inside a product as well. It has to be suitable for a music festival. So I would probably be thinking about types of things I can already get at a music festival, and all this will make more sense in the next coming slides. So the first thing we would want to think about what you can find out to meet the aim of our questionnaire, and that is how you come up with questions. So you need to find out about their likes and dislikes so that they want to buy the products, and here are some example questions that you would have. Now remember, a questionnaire has to have options that they can choose from. You can't ask open-ended questions like what is your favourite organic fruit to buy, and they would type in something. You have to give them the options, and I would say a minimum of 4 options for each question, and you can have as much as up to 8, 9 or 10 of them, which is always good for questions like preference of fruit or veg or textures, because there is more than just 4 of them. So some examples we could have here is the type of food they prefer to eat at a festival. Some choices then I would be including there. What kind of things do you usually get at a festival? You could get pizzas, chips, you might have pasta pots, things that are easy on the move that you would get at a festival. You could even go you could even go sweet. Are you going to get crepes or pancakes or churros, whatever they're called? And then we've got organic fruits and veg. So out of the following, which is your favourite? And then a list of fruits that you know that are organic. Now, why am I mentioning the word organic here? Because that is key to my brief that we've been given. The product I make must contain organic fruit or vegetables in it. So I'm including this in my questionnaire to see what their preference is. And again, with organic meat. And then we've got flavourings. So this is going to determine if they come back and the majority of your target market prefer sweet to savoury. Then you might be looking at all the options that you've given that are of a savoury kind and the type of food they prefer to eat at a festival. Hot or cold, sweet or savoury, cutlery or hands. And these are all just options that they could choose between. And then what you're going to do is you take this information forward, and that will help you determine on what you are going to carry forward into your product. So if you find out the majority of people prefer it hot, then you're going to be looking at hot type of dishes that you could make for your food product. So here is how we would do this. We need to ask a minimum of 7 questions. Again, I've said it has to be closed multiple choice, so it can't be open-ended for them to write an answer. You have to get at least 10 people to complete the questionnaire, and those 10 people have to be people that are suitable to your brief. So in this case, people that attend a music festival are going to be the people that are going to complete the questionnaire. Type your questions up in Microsoft Form and share the link on the class chat for people to answer. So the reason why we do it on a Microsoft Form is because, especially right now, we don't need to hand out paper between everybody, but also some people used to have like tally marks against their answers. Now, if you are passing that around a group of people and you've got the tally marks already on your paper, people can be influenced by other people's scores. So if they look and they realise actually nobody's chosen that they like turnip as their favourite vegetable, I'm just going to put onions the same as everybody else. Things like that. So it allows you to have the best information and most accurate information for you creating your product. You are then going to display the results. Now, this is the most important part when we're doing a questionnaire, is displaying our results in a table format to make it easier to read the data, both for you and your marker. Now, by doing that, you have to include all responses, including if something scored 0, if nobody chose turnip as our favourite vegetable, you would have to put 0 in that bracket. And this is not only going to help you when you're reading through, but it will also help make things clear for your marker. So on the next slide, we have got an example questionnaire. The question that you use is very different to this one, so make sure that you use your own. So here the question is different, but this is just an example of layout, right? So this is how I would have it all marked out in my assignment. I've numbered each question, and that makes it easy for me when I'm writing conclusions, because I can say, refer back to, in question 5, I found out the following iron-rich fruits were the preference of my target market. And I, as a marker, would go, right, I've read that, I've got up to question 5, and I'd go along and say, actually, berries, or whatever the answer was, is correct, right? I've chosen more than 7 questions to give more information, but you have to have at least 7, but you can have more if you want to. And this is also quite good if you've got more than 7, you're getting more information so that you can see clearly what kind of product that you're going to make based on this information that you've got. So you've sent it to 10 care home residents because it suited the needs of that brief, but you would have to do obviously your music festival goers. And how I've got here is we have highlighted the most common answers. Now you will notice if anything scored a 0, like which texture do you prefer, lumpy got 0, so we've had to put a 0 in the box. This is how it should be laid out, and I should be able to add these all up to make sure that I've asked 10 care home. I actually think that should say 20 care home. So 20, they should all add up to 20. This should say 20 care home residents. But you can do 10, and that's totally fine. Make sure all the results add up to 10, which they don't, they add up to 20, but that's okay. Bold and underline the winning answers to make it easier for you and your marker to follow. And make sure all results are displayed, even the ones that have got a 0. And that is your task for today. We are then going to just go into our Microsoft form. And you can create your own here. So once you've come up with your questions, you just go click New Quiz. And here you put the name of your quiz, which would likely be Food Festival Questionnaire. And then you are very easily add new, and if you click choice, you're able to then type in your question and add options. So what is your fave organic fruit? And then you could have in here strawberry. And to add more options, you just click this button down here. And just keep going like that. When you're happy, click add new, and once you're finished, it's very easy just to click share here. It will then give you this code to copy or the link to copy. If you click copy, you can then paste that into our team on Microsoft Teams, and we are all able to then click the results to make sure you get 10 people to answer it, and then you will have your questionnaire all filled in, and you can then finish by creating your questionnaire like you have seen here. All right, any questions, let us know.